feel like being intentional about transforming, because not only because you want to be a better person for you, but is this the person, like you said, that the person you want would attract?
Right.
You know? And so like you start to transform, your habits start to change, the things you eat start to change, the places you hang out, because that's where you're going to meet somebody of value, is while you're busy doing the things you should be doing. Exactly. And so you just start to transform, you know? You start to change, and you rise, your frequency rises. You're vibrating on a higher level. So you attract someone also vibrating on a higher level, because that low level energy,
it attracts to something.
The same thing. You know what I mean? Whether it's the need to be needed, or the woe is me, or whatever that low level energy is for you, because we all have it. It's just in different forms, and it attracts the same but the opposite. It's counterpart. But it's also low level frequency type of living too. But when you start to rise because you feel better about yourself, you've healed the things that have hurt you, you know, you're spending so much time loving on yourself, like,
and forgiving yourself, forgiving the other person. It's really like, you can't really, like, if you harbor all kind of animosity and you resent your ex, and you're hateful, and you feel like
you wishing down on them.
Yeah, you want them to suffer, to feel what you feel, and they don't deserve happiness because they done took yours away.
Those people never heal. They stay stuck. That leaves you stuck in the place you were when y'all broke up. That leaves you stuck there. You're like stuck in time. Yes. If you can't find it in your heart to want better for them, genuinely, and
pray for them.
Pray for them.
Pray that they, whatever you feel, however they wronged you, pray for them.
Yeah, that they won't do that to anyone else. That they'll heal. You know the things. I can remember right after my breakup, right after, it was very, very hurtful and traumatic. Like, it was crazy. And I prayed for that man, the most genuine prayer. And I felt so relieved. Like, I didn't heal in that moment, of course. It was right after. But I felt relieved. Like, it was like a burden had been taken off me, because I genuinely wished good for him. And I genuinely wish that he would grow and become a better man. Not for me.
That ship to sail.
That ship
you
is
tried.
You tried. The ship sailed on
Titanic.
Okay,
Titanic for that.
But for someone else, for himself, you know, for his family, more importantly, for him,
he can realize the things that he did, so he doesn't repeat them.
And then the type of person opposite of that, who is sitting praying on your downfall. Now they gotta watch God bless you in their face. So be careful to not be that person. Because if you are praying on the downfall of anyone, God will bless them in your face.
It's not for you to tell God who to punish.
Yeah.
Who's to say? Like, you don't realize, like, it's so much bigger than the little hurt that took place.
That you had.
That was a purposeful relationship,
which I'm sure it was, because it happened,
obviously. And you're over here trying to wish the devil on this man that brought you the biggest blessing that you could have ever had.
Yeah,
I pray
probably his exit. His exit was probably the biggest thing, but it was definitely purposeful. If it happened, it just wasn't meant for longevity. So you gonna spend all your time being bitter at this person? No, you gotta release that.
You gotta let that go.
That's a big part of letting go.
That's a big part of the growth in the single season, especially if you've been if your last relationship ended traumatically or with some hurt, or even if you hurt that person, because you're not always the victim.
No,
maybe
sometimes you're the one who inflicted the pain, and they feel the worst is what I find, because you inflicted the pain. You probably feel justified, and you're probably wishing even more pain on them if, like, you're that type of person. You know what I mean? You can't do that. I mean, you can, but you are broken up. Y'all are broke up, technically, and maybe they moved on, but you are still in that relationship. You can't even see a future because you aren't focused on yourself. You are still focused on this person, and that is the death to everything new.
Because you're stuck in the past.
Yeah.
Well, nothing can be born in something that's old and
you can't birth something new. Not even a new version of yourself.
No.
And you find
that's
yourself
important
stuck.
to realize.